No shit Ryan McDermott's seen this film, you fucking asshole.
Welcome once again to the Mike Saunders Project. I, of course, am Mike Saunders, and this guy over here is Jerry Korfeld III, wearing a hat. He's a gentleman.
And a scholar.
Alright, today's movie is A Haunting in Salem. It has 1 star, not rated version, hour and 25 minutes. And tell him who directed this.
No, it's a Shane Van Dyke vehicle.
Yeah, if you haven't seen any of our... If you haven't seen any of our... Oh, wow.
If you haven't seen any of our other videos, you're blessed.
Shane Van Dyke, for most of you that haven't seen all of our reviews, our first movie that we reviewed was Transmorphers Fallen Man, the prequel to Transmorphers, and it was done by Shane Van Dyke. And we've had, there's a bunch of other movies on Instant Stream directed and written by Shane Van Dyke. We just haven't watched any yet because of how awful Transmorphers was. But Ryan McDermott, one of the same guy who's been giving us movies, he told us this was a good one to watch. Good, you know what I mean by good one.
I feel like when because I haven't met Ryan McDermott, I feel like when that happens, it's gonna be like the Highlander, where it's gonna be bad. There can be only one.
You're gonna take his head.
I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna get his quickening.
And now I know about bad movies. One day I'll battle Gene Siskel in hell. Okay, the synopsis is, after moving to Salem, Massachusetts, a sheriff and his family discover that their new house is plagued by malicious spirits and an ancient curse. The
ghosts weren't enough. They needed a curse to back them up.
Hour and 25 minutes.
This is gonna be painful.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not that long. It's not as long as The Phantom was, or Battlefield Earth.
Good.
It's longer than Night of a Thousand Cats.
Thank God.
So this is going to be. I bet it's going to be like Paranormal Activity meets A Haunting in Connecticut meets
Amityville Horror.
What?
Amityville.
Yeah, Amityville. All right, so I guess we'll just jump into this piece of garbage.
Scuba.
Scuba. Oh God, this movie is fucking brutal.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
All right, I'm just gonna give a little synopsis of it so far. The little synopsis. So the movie starts out with some like The Ring or The Grudge type woman drowning a young guy, suffocating a woman, and then the sheriff comes home who lives there, and he finds them dead, and then the thing throws him out of the house. And then now it's the future. It's 2011, and
the future. It's 2011.
This is the future, 2011. Or my past.
The past of my future.
And a sheriff and his daughter and his wife and his son move in there, and there was witches. There was like 19 witches that were killed there, and they were buried there, and the house is evil. And then the daughter starts getting sick, and she's just throwing up all over the house, and all of a sudden she throws up so much a tooth comes out. And then the caretaker, he accidentally breaks a stone, and I guess it's a headstone to one of the burial things, and they hang him from a tree. Excuse me, the witches hang him from a tree. And no one believes the sheriff that this shit's going down. But he's out digging holes in the yard trying to find bodies. And they think it's him because we're guessing what the Desert Storm he was in. He was in a war where he shot somebody. Friendly fire. He shot somebody on his own team. His team. And he had all this post-traumatic stress and shit. Now he's trying to be a sheriff again. And
I'm just trying to be the best dad I can.
So they think it's he's making it up in his head that he's acting weird. He is ugly.
Sin. He is ugly.
He looks like the actor who plays Odo on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but without all that makeup.
Deep Space Nine could be the name of the porno.
Deep Space Nine. Why?
It's deep.
So
space.
Deep Impact.
9 inches.
Ugh. You talk like a man who's been sleeping through the whole movie.
This movie's a hunk of shit.
So, what you just watched was we had stopped the movie, so Jerry about like an hour into it, and it was an hour and 25 minutes, and Jerry had to smoke a cigarette. He was getting a little stressed out from the movie. So we get back up here, we watch the last 25 minutes, and then the next part happens. Jerry, come on.
No.
Jerry, come on, do the review.
I fucking wanna.
Come on, Jerry.
I don't wanna.
Come on, Jerry.
I don't want to talk about this movie. I don't want to relive this movie. I want to act like it didn't happen, like everything can go back to normal.
Come on, Jerry, be a man. Jerry, don't cry.
Not fair. Okay.
Okay. Jesus. Well.
What a shitload of fuck.
Do you think that's number worst? You think that's the worst one we did?
It really seems like we're getting good at this. Like, we're picking worse and worse movies every week.
Is that what you call getting good?
Yeah. This movie beat the shit out of, like, my soul.
Well, when Jerry wasn't sleeping, he was screaming at the television.
Completely asleep to enraged in seconds. I think I woke up screaming at the movie too. Ugh.
No, so basically the house is being possessed by the witches, which are in turn possessing the daughter. And she kills the mom, then she kills the son, she kills Deputy Mike.
Mike? I'm in here, Mike.
That's the best thing ever. When they send Deputy Mike to go up and fetch the daughter, he's checking the boys' room, the bathroom, then the boys' room, then the bathroom, then the boys' room, then the bathroom, then the boys' room some more, then the bathroom some more.
Sounds like she's in here.
Ugh. So then, like in the beginning of the movie, remember I said he starts pouring gasoline everywhere, or maybe I didn't say that.
I don't remember.
But the first sheriff starts pouring gasoline everywhere to burn it, and then the evil witch kills him. By the way, if none of this review makes any sense, don't get mad or anything. The movie didn't make any fucking sense. But anyway, at the end, Sheriff Ugly Liam Neeson, he starts pouring gasoline everywhere, and then the witch who's possessed his daughter attacks him and starts telling him about, I don't know, that all sheriffs are alike.
I don't get it.
So she throws him on the ground and he picks up a piece of wood.
Where did that wood come from?
Well, when you were sleeping, remember what? Like, he found this, I don't even know why he even thought it was there, but he went upstairs and took a shovel and started opening up floorboards. And he found a portfolio that showed the last 300 sheriffs.
Oh, God.
The last 300 sheriffs. No. The last 13 sheriffs in the last 300 years have lived in that house. But still, that sounds stupid. But, and they all died the same way, hung or killed, or they all did the same shit. But that's probably where it happened, because he was pulling up floorboards and fucking up wood. So he grabs that wood, he stabs the possessed daughter, and then it lets it depossesses her.
Did they ever get to the reason why that one room was important?
No. Nope.
Really, it's just don't go in that room.
Yeah.
There's the one room we don't go in because birds crash through the windows.
Well, what happened is the Beast told Belle not to go in the West Wing, and then she went in the West Wing.
And he mounted her.
Yeah. Gave her that old Beast. A Haunting in Salem. That's how the movie ends, too. The movie ends that he's gonna kill everything and then, burn everything down.
It ended as it began. There was nothing in between. A complete, if not total, waste of time. Shane Van Dyke, your work is terrible and you should feel terrible. You're an awful human being and I hope you choke on a dick.
So our theory is that, his grandfather is Dick Van Dyke. So our theory is the only way he's making movies is he's got money in his family. He's inherited some money.
He's riding on the family name.
Yeah, because there's no other way that these movies would be made. This is the shittiest. This is shitty.
Hitler could have made these movies.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
I need a cigarette.
Inexplicably, how about that scene where, okay, let me set the scene. The daughter's upstairs puking her guts out because she's sick. All of a sudden, she starts puking out blood, and then she reaches in her mouth way deep and pulls a tooth out, and then goes, oh, and throws up some more. The mom comes in and is like, oh my God. By the way, they never take her. She's throwing up blood, missing teeth, just vomiting. She's fucking fever dream. She's drawing pictures of people getting hung. They don't take her to the hospital. They don't take her to the hospital at all. The whole thing they do is, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm sick. That's not helping.
That's all they fucking did the whole movie.
Go get the bitch some amoxicillin. Call it a day.
Something, Jesus. But anyway, so the mom's in there stuffing her mouth with toilet paper, and she's gagging because the mom is stuffing toilet paper way in her mouth because it's like a wisdom tooth or something that came out. So she's like, ooh, oh. So then she runs and gets hydrogen peroxide, and at the same time the dad's outside. He's digging up graves. And then like in a few minutes he digs up the floorboards I was talking about earlier. So while all this shit's going on, and he's by the way, he's out front digging when this woman just shows up and she just walks. She like creepily walks around the house and she's like this. Hello, I'm Janelle from the History Society, the Historian Guild.
The hysterical historian.
And then she creeps in the house. Well, of course the house opens the door for her. And she walks in.
Well, the first thing I do whenever I go into someone else's house is boil a pot of pierogies.
So she goes to the house. And then all of a sudden you hear menacing music. And she looks towards the stairs and goes...
Ugh. Cover that up. Put that away.
And then she goes, and then she starts walking into the kitchen. And that's what the fuck she was doing. And then she gets in the kitchen and she grabs a pot. She doesn't even live here. And she fills it with water. She lets it boil for 1 second. 1 second she lets it boil. And now it's like roiling bubble. And she just sticks her head in. And then it's some cut scenes of a woman getting water poured on her face.
Oh, my grandmother used to boil her face whenever she came over. Those were good times.
Grandma face stock.
I miss Grandma.
I don't know your grandma.
I said I miss Grandma.
I know, but I don't know her. Why? What happened to her?
Nothing. She's still alive. Both my grandmothers are alive.
You just miss her because you haven't seen her in a while?
No, I really don't care. Oh. Don't tell her that.
All right. This movie's fucking stupid. How about his fucking
He's so fucking ugly. He is just
sheriff uniform.
Ugly.
His sheriff's uniform looked like you rented it from the costume store. It looked like they took the Walking Dead uniform and made it for children. He had his pants were right here.
Keep him just below the nipples.
And it was a non-rated film, and
no tits.
No tits. No, the word shit was once.
No real gore. I mean, there's blood.
What was the movie rated?
NR, not rated.
Oh,
that means direct.
I just fucking said that.
That means
I was trying to say like why not rated, but there was nothing in it. There was every time there was violence, they cut away from it. They never showed anything. McSweeney, what was the name of the caretaker?
I don't remember.
McSwain?
He died real quick.
Yeah, McSwain, I think it was. Where he heard one of those crazy noises, and then he accidentally fell onto a gravestone and broke it. And then he's like, "Oh no! Oh, I didn't mean it! Oh, I didn't mean it!" And then it looks like some ants were taking away his shears.
They cut him.
And then they cut him. Then he was hung.
Well hung.
Well hung witches.
Hanged.
Hanged.
He got hanged.
Am I missing anything?
No, I don't know. I think you got it all. Mike? Good save.
I know. Dropped my lollipop, but I saved it.
Sucker for the audience.
Mm.
No, in and out. There you go. Don't be afraid.